Welcome to the Love Laura podcast. Join us for all things fashion, fun, girls chats, and all the behind the scenes. This is what you will not see on socials. This is getting right behind the brand. Welcome back to the Love Laura podcast.
We're back with a bang.
I feel like we have so much to catch up on. We need to chat through our first ever brand event in Ireland in the fabulous Westbury. So we're going to chat all about it and how it went and how we're all feeling. And then we're going to catch up. I've been away, I've been in Disney. So for any of the mums and dads that are considering Disney, I'll give you some of my top tips. And we're just going to catch up in general.
There's so much drama out and about at the minute we need to catch up on too. In
Absolutely.
Life, so I think we should probably kick off with the obvious one of the Westbury first.
Let's do it.
Where do you want to start?
Oh no, it was so good. So for anyone that doesn't know, but I feel like the world already knows, we had our first ever brand event in the Westbury. So the Westbury, for anyone that doesn't know, it was my favourite hotel in Ireland. I always said it is my favourite. It's right slap bang in the centre of Dublin. It is just, it's got instant lush, beautiful vibes the minute you walk through the door, doesn't it?
No matter when you go, any time of the year, you just know it's amazing. But I particularly love Christmas down there. I just think it is so magical, and you're straight under Grafton Street, and it's just class.
All the way pubs and all around it.
Unreal.
So in the morning, we literally, the night before, we transported the entire pretty much Love Laura collection to the Westbury. Lorries packed up, vans packed up. We made our way to Dublin the night before, and then the Friday morning we had a fab big press event. So that's where we invited influencers and press to come and view the collection. So it was kind of like a shop in the Westbury. We set up a Love Laura store in the Westbury. And then the evening time, which was my favourite, was hosted by Holly and I. Holly took the reins in this. I take no credit for that because she organised the evening event in terms of hosting it. I kind of just showed up on the night. And we had the most fun evening. It was amazing.
It was so good.
It was amazing.
Was so good.
So we had 160 customers. We could have sold genuinely 600 tickets.
If Kathy had her way, she'd had 3 shows on.
Now looking back, I kept saying to Kathy, are you not so glad we didn't?
I know. No, I think if you wanted to do the 2 shows, we could have done it, but I think we'd still be trying to recover.
No, yeah. So that was really it. What did you love the most? What did you what were you what were you let down by? Were you expecting it to be what it was?
Definitely wasn't let down by anything. The morning one with the influencers was so lovely, and in hindsight it was great doing them both in the same day, but my mind was too focused on the evening one.
You couldn't enjoy the morning
because I was just more so like, okay, what time is it? Okay, so we'll do that. And then I was like, we need to get lunch, we need to get her, we need to get makeup. So I was very conscious of the timing for the evening one, but it actually worked out well. I think we thought we'd had a lot more time in between, and we didn't.
No,
it was every minute was accounted for, but
I was the opposite. I was far more stressed out about the morning, and then after the morning I knew it was our customers. Like at the end of the day, what could go wrong? In my opinion, you were host, you had it all set up type thing. You knew you were leading it, so I was like, I just need to be there. Nothing worried me.
You did an interview and stuff in the morning one, which was
and it was just, I felt like the morning was pretty much showing your baby to the world. It was like that's what was at my nerves for the morning was. I'm a perfectionist when it comes to that.
Totally. And I can understand that, and especially because with the customers, we know you, we love you, we're meeting new customers, but you were already so lovely to us that we didn't have that fear. But with the influencer one, because they were constantly on their phones and they were there for content, you're like, oh, but did you not have a moment of, I literally was in the room going, this is actually crazy when you see it all. Did you even notice that?
No, I didn't have a moment. I was fangirling over loads of them there. I was like,
and they're there for
being nervous around them, and they've been there for Love Laura. That's what blew my mind more so than. No, I was just getting through it. I was keeping my head down.
It was amazing. But it was so good. And then after the evening event, morning one too, we talked the whole day, but the evening one meeting so many customers, and we have to do, well, you had said actually about the lady from Glasgow that was over. There was ones that had travelled a good distance, loads that were staying in the Westbury and loads that were staying in and around it. I was nearly jealous. They were all making a wee night of it.
So many girls were just loving life. They had obviously been on the drink all day. They were out for a girls' day, and that's what we wanted. We wanted you to let loose, enjoy, come be part of a big girl gang, and that's what it truly felt on the night, didn't it?
It was just unreal.
The applause that you, like, everybody got, the thanks, the models, like the minute Ursula come out, everybody, like the minute Geraldine come out, all of the girls had just got the warmest welcome. But I knew they would. I knew it was our customers. I kept saying that. I was like, our customers are gonna, like, they're never gonna not being kind to us. Do you know what I mean? And neither were
Exactly.
the influencers, but at the same time, I was like, I don't know these people. Where I feel like,
I know. Well, what I will ask you, Laura, even though I know the answer to this because it's on everybody's lips, are we doing another one? And when's it going to be?
I would love another one.
Laura would do another one next week if she could.
I think now we've got the buzz for it. And while it was a lot of work, I feel like the next time we can get better. And we know sometimes what you don't know is worse than anything. But I would love to do a spring event, you know, to launch spring summer.
Down south or up north?
I still think Dublin's hard to beat.
I know.
I like, because if for me, would you and your mum not want to go to Dublin?
Well, this
for
is
the
the
day?
thing. Yeah, there was a couple of people were chatting in the shop when I was in asking me this too, and I know so many of you seemed offended that we weren't doing it up north, but I think everyone needs to remember pre-COVID they were all up north. That was the first we had went down south with one.
We were always getting asked by our southern customers as well. The one thing that I think we should bring up at the podcast as well is that there are no duties and taxes to our southern customers. This blew my mind. I just assumed that everybody in the south knew that they would never ever have to pay duties and taxes. But the amount of questions we got was phenomenal. I was like,
someone asked me and I was like, huh? I kind of was taken back by the question because I had to think about it. And I was like, duties and taxes. I was like, where are you getting it posted to? I was like, here down south. I was like, no, you mad thing, definitely not.
So I think we need to shout about that more on our socials, because I think that's putting customers off. So if you were a customer and you were unsure, like, whether you're going to get a duty, you know, if you order from, like, I order from some Australian brands, which I love, and then you're like, you already pay over the odds, and then you get $50 tax.
It's probably because it's like Northern Ireland, Southern Ireland, but it's
with
so
Brexit,
so
nothing,
confused everything. But no duties, no taxes. And I think then we could possibly look into down south because it's amazing, but we'll still look it up north, like.
Yeah, oh no. The only thing is, it's like venues up north. I don't know. The Westbury to me, it was just so central and so easy. We did an event in the Grand Central. It was beautiful. The Grand Central,
amazing.
It was beautiful, but didn't have numbers. It doesn't hold the numbers.
No, and the layout of it, of trying, because the way it was, now it's beautiful, but I even remember the way it was all seated and the models had a bit of an awkward walk and stuff.
Yeah.
So, and then we've had the Slave Donard before. Oh, there was somewhere else.
It was the Merchant.
The Merchant.
The Merchant fashion tees. That's a blast from the past. Love the Merchant. Love Sleeve Donner too, but again, feel like with the sleeve you need to be doing it overnight and you're asking people to spend more money then. So.
I also think as well, in the nicest possible way, and I don't mean this as horrible as it sounds, but we literally can't please everybody. No, so it's very hard. So we're just trying. But that there one was like dipping our toes back in, and we've definitely got the bug for it now.
Yeah, 100%.
But a big question, because I asked you this many times during it too, is it worth it as a brand owner?
Yes, it is.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because I kept saying to Laura, like, you don't make money at these
no,
things. You'll be out a fortune.
Out a fortune.
Staff overtime with it, the overheads, the renting of the venue, and then you done, if people don't already know, your ticket was £100 or €100, but you got that back to spend on the products. So I just could not fathom why you wanted to do this, to be out so much money, but actually looking back, it is amazing.
I think the next one we won't be able to do that.
Yeah.
Genuinely won't, because it cost us £60 per person on top of the £100. So I think on average it cost us 60. We worked it out. It was £60 per person by the time everyone. We wanted to make it really special for the first one. So, but the next one, we'll like. Some of it will be redeemable, but not all will be redeemable against brand. Just physically impossible
and
for
I think
us to do that.
We as well, and I'm as bad because I'm adding stuff to the list. You wanted, and we have this expectation of in ourselves that we want it to be beautiful. But then I'm like, poor Kathy and Grace, honestly, because it's like the events company, the Westbury staff, our own staff, the hair, the makeup, the models, the photography, the recording, everything. I'm like, oh my God, don't tell Laura.
No, I know. But listen, it was a million percent worth it.
Okay,
and I think,
good answer.
Like, all day long worth it, I think. Yeah.
Cool. And then,
that's like, if, Stephen on the accountant looks at the bank. That's just it. You can't buy publicity like that. That's what my answer will be to them.
Although I have to touch on Peter. Laura's daddy, Peter, was there. I brought him down that morning in the car, and the crack was 90.
And he was down the night before. I want him to get into bed beside me in the Westbury. We had a room. I was like, Daddy, why don't you just stay? Like, because
this too.
I don't know. I think he wanted to get home, get organised, and Mum, she had hurt her leg, so he wanted to make sure she was all right, get her over to the boys in the morning.
Well, he was the proudest person, I think, in the whole of the world that day. And everybody,
he loved it.
He kept coming up to all us girls and all too with these gives you this big bear hug, and he's like, this is powerful, this is amazing, and well done,
He
Mum.
loved
I'm like,
it.
oh Peter. He's the best supporter. And he just said to me in the kitchen there, did you hear?
No, I
you
didn't.
we weren't there. He says, well, Holly, you have hit 174k on Instagram
He be
now.
keeping an eye. He did say to me last night, he goes, up another 1,000. And I goes, where, Daddy? What are you talking about? But it was, I didn't know what he
only had
Instagram
it
he meant.
yesterday. So he's on the ball with it. I'm like, go on, Peter. That's
He's our
the kinda-
social media manager.
That's the support
He
we
will
need.
say to me, like, you're not getting back to comments. Why are you not answering them people? And I'm like, Daddy, honestly, I never seen it. I didn't see it. You need to get back to people. That's rude. Answer the people.
Does he?
Yeah, all the time. All the time. All the time.
Peter.
Yeah,
That's
he
too
loves
cute.
it. No, and the poor man, he worked. Like, we had a long night the night before. We didn't go to bed till like 1:30 because we had to set up the room. Back up for 7. We'd be down in the room for 7 the next morning, and then we didn't get home. We unpacked, we repacked the lorry. So we had a big, massive lorry, like just not a bog standard lorry. It was
No.
huge. So we filled it to the gills.
Rammed.
And then we all came back, and fair play, Holly, you came back in and helped
Oh,
us unpack it.
I was there. I can't take any
And
credit.
Kathy
'cause
and Hannah.
I was dropping the girls back in the town, and then I was coming past, and I was like, I'll pull in. Laura was telling us all, don't you dare be coming to that warehouse. I'm telling you now. She didn't have much input because Kathy was probably there before you at some
Because
stage.
Gerard, my husband, phoned Kathy on the way and said, literally again, said, Kathy, don't you be coming. We've it all covered. There's plenty here. And I was sleeping in the back of the car. And then when I woke up in Banbridge, he goes, no, Kathy's not coming. And I was like,
Kathy will definitely be there.
Gerard, I guarantee you Kathy will be at this warehouse by the time we get there. And he was like, no, definitely. She actually was laughing as if she wasn't even coming ever. And I goes,
Never trust her.
yeah, don't trust her. Oh, sure as flipping. Honestly, the first car we meet in the warehouse, I was like, I told you.
But by the time I got there, they were nearly all done, thankfully, and then home. But then I was that buzzing, I could hardly sleep. I was like, no, I just was thinking of going on my Instagram and seeing all the tags, and I was like, oh, it's so good.
Yeah, no, it was so good. Then, like, your phone just blows up as well. I was like, I can't keep up with this. I felt like I was married all over again.
Honestly,
it was crazy.
It was amazing, but it was definitely so good. So hopefully in spring we'll think of another one.
Yeah, but you have to go back. You're going to out me now. But you were like, there's 2 versions I can't cope with on the Westbury day.
No, Laura literally was like, I think in spring we'll do one, and I think we'll try and get 2 shows done in one day. And I was like, and then I was like, well, I won't die. And I just said, I was like, Laura, I just can't. I honestly can't, because stressy Laura. Like, Laura's good and calm and collected, and you'll usually be the one trying to rein me in, being like, right, okay, come on now. She was stressy. I was like,
I was just stressed.
Yep, no problem. I just knew as soon as I walked into that room that morning, I was like, oh God. I just knew you were panicking.
It was time on a day like that. Time means nothing. It was like,
I know.
I was like, we were in that room from 7. And then next thing I looked and I was like, it's 10 o'clock. People are starting to arrive at 10:30. Nobody had had a bite. I had no makeup on me. I was like, oh my God.
And I think no matter what, it was so well planned beforehand, right? And everything was done. But it's all them smaller details. It's the steaming of the clothes. It's the making sure.
The labels.
The labels on in, out, buttons, cuffs, zips. It's just so much. And also because this business still has to run, we couldn't take previous shows we've down tools and everybody's
know.
came with us. That was the first, I think,
possible.
that I noticed something like that, because up here was as busy. So we were nearly leaving going, I'm so sorry, but we actually have to go now. And they probably thought, they're going down to be fancy down there. But then when you get there, you're like, oh, and then I couldn't go down the night before. So I was coming down that next morning, and even whenever I was driving down, like, we were early that morning, but it's still not early enough. Do you know what? It's not even that. It's just, you just know what you're going to come down to, and it's like, oh, but we just didn't have the hands that we needed this time. But we still got it done. We made it work.
Oh, we did. But like, on a day like that, I need everything to be. I am like, if the bag is not sitting with the right
and
angle.
it's such a funny thing, because you see, like, when I'm doing that for my socials in here, you're like, I'll be fine, it's grand, don't worry about it.
Oh, I know.
Like, you're so laid back. But I totally there's big pressure on that day. There was a big expectation, but it was like,
you just want it to be the best
Yeah.
of the entire best. So, like, you're just going around and seeing things. I kept saying to them, and I was like, think like a customer. What are you seeing? Like, are you seeing things that are not right? Like, what are you seeing? And they were like looking at me going, this is amazing. I was like, no, it's not. It's not. I know it's not. It's
turn
not.
that shoe the other way. Fix that back.
But
Move
I
that
was
there.
like, get the steamer on. Look at that dress. But it's steaming. Keep steaming. I was like, gone.
But totally worth it. And it was good, but it was just, and did you see Neve's vlog that she done? If you haven't watched it, you need to go watch it, because it is so funny. But it didn't even capture, like, Laura was stressy that morning. That was fine. But Charlene,
Woo!
she
Do you think I'm stressing?
only to her, in fairness,
Unreal.
could she have got, because you know whenever the first event was over and then we had to like totally redo the whole room. Yes, the events company came in to do chairs and stuff, but
Yeah, like
all the rails needed sorted, all the
goodie
pins that we
bags
got
needed
done,
done.
the goodie bags needed made. But you need to have an eye for it. So Charlene was down and even the Westbury staff, who I think were just in the room by chance, she's like, 2 plinths, one something else, put flowers on it in a bag. And the guy was like, huh? What? And then Laura, at lunchtime we were getting a bite date and Laura kept calling Paul. She was like, Paul, yes Paul, and this Paul and that Paul, and he was so lovely, and he must have been the manager guy, he was working away, and he just come over really lovely, and Laura's here at about 2 o'clock, might I add, been there from
this me
whatever,
from calling from 7 o'clock that morning, like,
and he just says, listen, I really didn't want to tell you this, but my name's Sean. Well, we all took it to wetting ourselves.
I was like, oh my god, I'm
It's
so
Sean
sorry,
Paul.
'cause I called him from 7 o'clock that morning. Paul.
And he answered, he done it all, no
He
bother.
goes, I answered you, I knew. And I was like, oh Jesus Christ, that fella, he's never gonna recover.
God hell, and him with the name badge on that none of us took the notice of actually reading because we just assumed he was called Paul. So I was like, yeah, Paul, and we were shouting Paul, but it was so good.
Oh my god, that's right, I forgot
But we
about
went
that.
from Westbury Madness, and then you were into Disneyland.
I know, like what planet
I
was I
know.
on? But
Up the
anyway,
way.
so that we went. The Westbury was a Friday, and then the kids got half term on the following Tuesday. They went to school on the Monday, Tuesday, and then Charlie was off Wednesday, Thursday, Friday. We had originally planned to go away with Mum and Dad down south, but then Mum hurt her ankle. But it's all good now. She's got the bit off, and she's flying again as of today. So we had to cancel that, and then last minute, Gerard and I were like, right, what can we do? Gerard was like, right, let's go to Spain. I was like, no, not enough time. Like I need a week to go to the sun or something.
Which
I just-
surprised me because you usually would jump
with
at
the
that,
kids
but I
though, it's like
understand.
packing them up, and they're no sooner here do they want to come home, you know. So it was like no. So then we were like, I don't know why we never thought about it, and then we were like, will we do Disney? Is this our chance to go? So yeah, booked it really last minute. But we flew out on the Wednesday from Belfast, really good flight times. Like it was 10:30 flight in the morning. Got to Disney. I booked it all together. So booked a Disney hotel and the park, and then your transfers were included. So got to Paris, and then the Disney bus picks you up. It's class, even just like, and it was not a Disney bus, but it starts the kind of holiday, and it takes the pressure off because, you know, like you've nothing to do. You're just going to be dropped off. And then checked into the hotel. The hotel was fab. And if you stay in a Disney hotel, you get 1 hour early access to the park. So the park doesn't open to the public to 9:30 every morning.
But you can be down from 8:30.
8:30, which is brilliant because then you can attack the queues, like the ones that you know are going to be really busy. And the Disney app, if you have to have the app anyway. If you're going, pretty much can have a map, but I recommend you download the app because then you can see the wait times in live time, so you can nearly plan. So we went into the park that night, but it lashed rain when I say, like, I mean, we were knickers. It's been a long time. And then we go back, the pram was soaked.
Oh God.
Like all our coats were completely drenched. And then we sat on the rides. And then I was like, Gerard, how are we going to dry this stuff? But thankfully there was an electric radiator, you know, like a towel dryer.
Good, yeah.
Flipping great job. I was only for it because I was like, oh, I need these coats, like we need these clothes. Because we didn't pack much.
I
Like.
thought of that, yeah, in the hotel room.
But anyway, it's all good. And then we got up the next morning early, and yeah, we had fast pass the first day. And yes, it is so expensive. It's eye-watering, but I highly recommend, especially if you have younger kids. I feel like maybe older kids and teenagers could cope with that queuing, but they can go on their phones or whatever in the queue. But like when you have a 4-year-old just turned 4 and Charlie's only 5, and it's hard to entertain them. Like it's hard.
Well, I even find that, and it's not the same. But remember, I went to Emerald Park with my nephews.
you
and-
did say the queues were crazy then.
Oh my God, the queues were phenomenal. And there's one of them, the queue said that it was 50 minutes, and they were both so adamant they wanted to do it. So Lauren and I went, and we were 5 minutes into that queue, and we couldn't get out of it, and they were so over it. So I would totally understand.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So fast pass all the way. We knocked out all the rides. Although I was telling Calvin this morning, we took them on the Tower of Terror, it's called. Louis made the height restriction, so we didn't know what it was. Like, I've never been to the Tower of Terror. Okay, losing the name, but
There was a Tower of Terror. I went to Orlando when I was like
yeah, same
8,
thing.
and there's a lift.
Yeah,
Traumatizing.
So we should not have taken them.
Oh God.
Like, it was not good parenting, not a good parenting decision. It definitely was not. So I do not recommend that you take your kids of any age, genuinely. Charlie started to cry in the queue when we were about to, like, he was shaking. It was so bad.
And you probably couldn't get out of it
Couldn't get out. So I was like, close your eyes, Charlie, just stay with me, close your eyes. And because I had to be strapped in, I couldn't even, you know, some of them you can, so I just kept my arm around him, but it was, wasn't good. Was not good. That's my only thing I will not say. But, parents, it worked in my favour, because if they were playing up, or they did not, like, straight back to the Tower of Terror. That is it. We're going straight back. Oh, okay. No. So,
oh my God, stop.
If you need the threat, Tower of Terror.
I think this one is really worth touching on, because you were saying, like, it's, yes, your fast pass and all's dear, but you were saying it's as expensive as you want to make it, because you sorted all the food for during the day.
Yes, so that's another top tip, and Aileen from Unique to thank for this. She said, Laura, pack like wee Tupperwares and stuff. So at breakfast every morning, no, you're probably not supposed to, but you know what I mean. I did like they had lovely wee breads and stuff. So like wee rolls, and just did ham and cheese.
Bliss.
Put them in. That's all you need. Do you know what I mean? And then bring your water bottles. Don't buy water in Disney. It's like €8 a bottle. It's cruel. And every toilet has a wee water fill. So you just fill them up. It's brilliant. And then I brought like loads of Freddo bars. We like, do you know,
snacks,
like all our crisps and stuff. I had already brought that in the suitcase. So between bananas, oranges, and our ham and cheese baps, that kept us all going.
Yeah.
Do you know? And then the first night we had dinner in the hotel, so it was dinner with the characters. Would I say it's worth it? I think if you have little girls, it's maybe worth it. Whereas my boys are like, you're not like,
I know,
they're like Mickey and Minnie, that were dead on. And in fairness, the characters had lots of time for them, but like they weren't really
into
boys. Like, do you know what I mean? Whereas I could see the wee girls, and they were like, all in the princess dresses, and it's like a wee dream for them.
And this is what we were saying, like I went whenever I was 8 or 9, and I swear, hand on my heart, I could tell you day by day of what we done. I had the best holiday,
and you always talk about it.
I always talk about it. I'm like, I remember the rides, I remember the characters, I remember walking through the parks, and like it has come on mad.
But not really, it's everything.
I know.
That's what I love about it. Time stays still, because Main Street, like when I was 5, we went to Disney in America, and I just turned 5, and it was August, and I can remember it like yesterday. Main Street, the parade.
Out of this world.
Yeah, it was out of this world. So the next day, back to Disney, just for anybody that is going, I think this is important. The second day, which I don't think we would have done had we not had the fast pass the first day, because the first day we were able to knock out so much. So the second day, we were actually able to enjoy Disney. You know, like go early, queue, like get a wee seat for the parade.
And remember you were toying about what day to use the fast pass to? You're probably so glad you done it that way.
Yeah, because you said to me, like, why don't you just do the first day and knock it out? I was like, yeah. And then in the afternoon, we spent the afternoon going from show to show. So there was a Toy Story show with the Disney Orchestra. Amazing. It was like, honestly, you wouldn't get better on Broadway. It was unreal. There was a 4D show. The kids loved it. The glasses, like stuff coming at you. It was like,
yeah, and your seats and all move.
Yes, the air coming out and all. It was brilliant. And then the final one was a Lilo and Stitch.
Oh, very good.
They wet their pants. They got the parents involved. They got the kids involved. Like, it was brilliant. They still pissed themselves at what he said, what Lilo said, you know, or Stitch said. He was like taking the piss out of the adults and stuff. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you're right to hell. And they were like the kids couldn't believe that Stitch was being so rude, pretty much. Do you know what I mean?
I said to Laura as well, you'd text to be like, that's us just boarding the plane. I was like, don't do it. Stay in the magical kingdom, because it's just that feeling of,
Although the next day, the flight was at 1 home, so I was like counting back, you know, like, time enough leaving. There's a bus at 10 from Disney. It takes us an hour to the airport. An hour and a half to the airport. Dropped us at Paris Airport, not at the right terminal.
Oh my God.
I'm not
Paris
joking.
Airport is mental.
Leave plenty of time, telling you now, if you're going to Disney, because the Disney bus, if you're going to the Disney bus and it doesn't drop you at your terminal, you have got to walk. Gerard even said, he was like, Laura, fair play, because I took off at, like, I thought I was convinced.
Airport Laura on speed.
I had Louis in the pram, Gerard had Charlie, and I was like, I'm going to go, at least if I can start checking the bags and stuff. But he was like, Laura, that was over a kilometre we walked. And I was like, definitely. I was actually wearing like this wee top morning, so wee base top. I had to strip at security. I was like, I'm going to die. We ran. It was Home Alone style. But apart from that,
You
All
got
good.
it sorted.
It was really
so
good.
I just love it. It looked amazing. So there you go. There probably was loads of questions that come through to your Instagram too. So hopefully
Loads
that's
about where we
answered a good
stayed.
few.
I know Danielle stayed in another Disney hotel, and she said it was amazing. So any of the Disney hotels, you can't go wrong. Like, and the one we stayed in was so good for the boys because it was right in the park. But the others like are just outside the park. And another lovely restaurant, another follower told me about was called the Rainforest Cafe, and it's fab. Anybody that knows will know it. Like, it's so good for the kids. It's like literally being in a rainforest. The elephants and all they're moving. Oh, it's amazing.
I love it.
And the food was really good in there. So, and again, like, food in the park is overpriced, and it's not great. Like, it's stinking food. Like,
But do you think you'll get away again? You going to Christmas?
we're going to Christmas, yeah, after Christmas.
The
I didn't
sun?
want to go this year, yeah.
Yeah.
But Mum didn't get away just with hurting her foot, so she was like, please, I want to go.
And you just want to try and get away for her birthday and all too, so that'll be nice.
Yeah. So actually, now that it's booked, last year, I think what happened to me was, remember, I got so sick. And I never get sick, ever. And we got sick.
You were so
literally.
ill.
It went on for 3 weeks. Do you remember this?
Yeah, I do actually.
Then it just ran into Christmas. I made the Christmas dinner. We left to go to Spain the next day, and I was like, why? Why did I think? You know, it was just too much. And this year then I was like, no, we're not going. But then I got talked into it. So we're
Fair
going.
enough. You always like to finish off with a wee bang though, why
Yeah.
not? That'd be lovely.
What about you? Have you any Christmas weekends planned? Haven't you?
So funny, Mum last night on the phone was like, dear lover. She was kind of, I knew she was sort of itching around it, you know, that way. And she's like, maybe, you know, I know you and
Why
Russell.
don't
I'm
you
like,
love
well,
it?
Russell and I think are going to try and get a weekend up the North Coast because we just love it. And then Mum and I probably do our Dublin weekend because we didn't get last year on my friend's wedding. So I feel like we'll do that this year. And
You have to come our weekend. We normally tie in.
I
get a
know
wee
we
drink.
usually do.
Loads of people though. It's Dublin on the run up to Christmas.
I just
it's
love
just
it.
brilliant because you meet everybody. So it's like you come for a drink.
So good, so handy. And also, Mum and I just love to shop. So like for us, we just go shopping and we go get a wee drink, a wee hydration station, a few wee wine, and then we go more shopping, and then we do dinner, and that just suits us. And Dublin is so handy up and down the road.
Fuck, it is,
I
yeah.
am that person because Ashley was like, would your mum not just jump on a flight and go to Edinburgh or something? I'm like, no, I don't want to go down the airport. I just don't want to.
Yeah,
It's just
I have
me.
an awful notion of Rome. Jared and I go into Rome, but I was like, well, should we go that weekend? We're going to Dublin, cancel the Westbury. And you made the 3 point. You were like, airport, that's a day. Takes a day. And I was like, true. And I'm not going there. I only have 2 days, so I'm not.
And what
eating
I
up.
said as well was like love my job. We are so thankful that we're busy, but a lot of people, you know, they do a long weekend, they come home and they think, oh, I'll just take it easy and work tomorrow like us. You can't do that in here, and we're busy season. So it's not like you can come home late on a Sunday and then just chill in on the Monday. You need to get back to it. And I'm like, I just like to have the house set and like to be sorted. So personally, I think we will just stick to Dublin and keep it nice and handy. But Russell and I, hopefully up to the North Coast. And
You love the North
it's my
Coast.
birthday month too, remember?
Yes, that's right.
I just decided there that I wanted everybody to do, we do birthday cakes and we do a wee party, but I was like, we should do the walk-in wardrobe bake-off, which has escalated to
It's
savoury and
escalated
sweet
into
and-
some sort of like, I do not know MasterChef.
But really here, honestly, Laura was like, well, first of all, Charlene was like, oh, don't include Laura in the bake-off. What's she going to make? Something vegan? And I was like, banana puree, probably. But then I
No
was like,
refined sugar, no gluten, no
honestly,
dairy.
we were wetting ourselves. But then, in fairness, not everybody has a sweet tooth. So Charlene was like, I want to do savoury. Like, I want to do sausage rolls. And then Laura announces, okay, I could go this Friday and should I do my pineapple cheesecake? No, I'll do a Christmas ham and get sourdough.
I was thinking, how am I going to feed all these people? I can't make sausage rolls. I have no clue where to start in anything. So I was like, I'll do a big Christmas ham. We'll get fresh sourdough, coleslaw. We'll just do ham babs.
But I had originally said we'd do a box and we'll vote on the winner. But I don't think we'll do that now because I don't think anybody could top a Christmas ham.
Haha, one already.
See? No chance. But here, totally jumping now, right? But I am so invested because I was listening, catching up with Joanne and Vogue, right?
Right.
Have you heard this Lily Allen drama?
I heard you chatting in the studio the other day, but I wasn't following. So
Guys,
enlighten me.
I am invested and I don't have enough factual information to tell you other than what I learned from them.
Right.
But Lily Allen was married to David Harbour.
Okay.
He was, I know him for acting in Stranger Things. And
Calvin, are you following
I
this?
know, do you know David Harbour? Yeah, you know this crack, right? So I might have to fact check a few things. But to cut a really long story short, she got with him, moved over to America, and he gave her her dream house. Like this lovely wee house in America
Right.
she always wanted and all. And then she got a role in a West End show over back in England. She came back to do it, but when she was like, oh my goodness, I got the call to do this, didn't even have to audition, they've just offered me it. And he made a sly comment of, I would have probably had to audition for that. You know, not a well done, you done amazing.
Nasty.
Nasty, right? Red flag right away. If Russell said that to me, I'd be like, excuse me. So anyway, then she came back and done the show, was catching up with him. She was like, hey, I miss you. Hadn't really been speaking to him. And what does he do, Laura? He announces that he wants an open relationship.
Oh, get out. That's it. Out. Go on. Say yeah.
Right.
Oh, what the hell? They're married. No, they're not.
They were married.
They were married at this
Calvin,
point.
do you know this?
Are they
Were they
married?
married at this stage? Let's fact check this. Well, do you all know how you can find out? She's done an album. And it's like a tell-all album, but in songs.
So she's wrote the songs around.
Yes,
like,
right.
Spilling the tea.
So then he got the deal was that it wouldn't be anybody
That
she knows.
is giving revenge at its best. I love her already.
It's out of this
They were
world.
married in 2020.
Yeah, married in 2020, right? So
Was there no signs before this? So he just
this was
overnight
my
decided that
thing.
he's going to be in an open
no,
relationship.
there had to have been signs. Like,
Did she choose to
there's
ignore?
gaslighting somewhere going on? Like you would have.
Was
had
he
to
mega
know.
rich?
No, and he's like you know, she was pretty, but like, I'm not saying that that's not nice, but you know, anyway, he says
Wasn't up to her spec
it's
type thing.
people that they don't know, so it'll just be strangers. Turns out then he gets with a girl that's quite famous that she knows. She finds out about
Oh,
this.
she agrees to this originally.
Yes, she agrees.
Okay. I'm all about liberation,
Right.
but holy moly, okay.
Then there's a song on her album. It's a very rash name. P-U-S-S-Y. Palace, right?
Okay.
But she talks.
Charlie
about-
spelling you and Charlie would be cooking. You could
My mum does that, you know. If my mum's trying to be discreet to people and she'll say something to me, she'll be whispering and spelling it, and I'm like, they still know what you're saying. Anyway, there's this song, and she talks about she's going to return stuff to his flat or his house or whatever. So she takes it to like this flat that they shared or whatever, and leaving it over opens the door. She
Oh, she's
finds basically his sex palace. So he's been lying to her about everything, and he turns out he's a
Isn't
total
it
creep.
P Diddy or what do you call that boy?
Yeah, pretty much. So there you go. That is the scandal that I am so invested
What's wrong
in.
with this world though? Honestly.
I know.
Okay.
I know. And then I was like, Joanne McNally had said too, how has she got away with it? Because when you write songs or you write a book, or not that I would know,
He would sue her.
or YouTube and all, anything you use, everything's copy. You know, you can't copyright, or like you can't be.
She
seen
obviously
to
was
sing
smart
this.
about it, though.
So she's probably doing like allegedly. I think this is allegedly, and there's one of the songs, and it's because she calls the girl Madeline in her song. But Hannah pointed out to me yesterday, and now it's all over TikTok, her backing vocals is her singing the girl's name, Natalie. So although she's talking about the other girl, in the background it's like, Natalie. It's savage.
She's smart. She's
So smart.
savage. And
Yeah.
that is revenge at its best.
Mental. But I think reading between the lines, he definitely was probably not very nice to her mentally.
Okay,
which
so
is why
he deserves it all day long. Yep.
crazy. I'm going to show you a picture of him after. And actually, I'll do it right now. I'm going to show you a picture right now. You'll be like, huh? So that is my scandal. That and
I
the
have
theft
just
of the
been
Louvre.
listening to on your recommendation of Victoria Beckham podcast,
Oh.
and I know I keep saying this, but I love her. I literally love that woman.
Here, call her daddy. Kim Kardashian was on it too.
Yes,
Hers
I
is
haven't.
so
I
interesting.
haven't listened to Kim. I'm just not a big Kardashian fan. Oh, no,
This
I know
is
him.
David Harbour.
Oh yeah.
I know. Sorry
Ooh,
about that.
nasty.
Right, I wouldn't be a well, I lies. I love the Kardashians, but she's very interesting to listen to.
Have you got their new pants?
Laura, don't do it. I
What
only
the
got
hell? Can we discuss? Like,
introduced to
what is
these.
that about? Like, is this just an experiment to see are people that silly?
Yeah, she's a marketing genius because the world went crazy for them and sold them out.
Yeah, not wise. That's exactly. Then okay, she's the smart one. We're all the silly
Like
ones.
what? Imagine we done that. I love Laura.
Please show a photo of them now so that people can see what we're talking about, because it actually isn't
I
appropriate
can't.
to say it out loud here. But honestly, just Google Kim Kardashian pants.
Skims.
It's Skims.
Straight up,
Thong.
the first thing that's come up.
You won't have to look too far.
Oh, actually, maybe I do.
It's ridiculous.
Oh no, I don't.
Yep. Red. I'm gonna go for red. I'm gonna
No,
change it
I
up.
can't. It's the wildest thing in the world, but she done it. She done it. Also, there's another girl who part owned Skims with her.
Oh, Emma Grede.
Oh my word.
She will be one I get. I love her. Love her.
And she does this. Now the name is completely.
She does a
left me.
denim. She started out in denim.
Yes, but she also hosts. I think it's once a week or once a month, like a dinner, and brings like
Yeah,
Victoria
like
Beckham
women
and all was
together.
at it.
Yeah.
Like phenomenal.
No, she's phenomenal. She's English. She's from London originally.
Yes, she lives in LA.
Beautiful. Yeah.
Beautiful. Her
And she's like
podcast. I'm
42 or
into.
43, but she looks. Have you seen her?
I
Like she looks
cannot, yeah.
27.
She is phenomenal. But even her style and all is beautiful too. She does. And you know your YSLs, the black with the gold toe? Have you seen hers? Them greeny ones?
Yeah, with the like a big embellishment. Oh, girl, I know her wardrobe inside out. I love her.
Sensational. I know there's so many. And actually the amount of people that have said to us that they've only started listening to podcasts from ours. So I feel like in the comments we should probably put in some of our suggestions of who we love to listen to.
Call her daddy.
Yeah.
And supposedly, listen to Victoria, if you go right back, it's very sexual.
Yeah.
But very good, like as in very liberating for women, if you know what I mean. But who else do I love? I love Caroline from Dig. I always say that if you want, and hers are really varied. I love that her guests are so varied. It's not kind of the same. Who else do I love?
Well, I have to say I am more into the funny ones like as well, because
you've got me into Drama McNally and Vogue. Like I love them.
Them two they just laugh the whole time. And even if I have it on upstairs and Russell's downstairs, he's like, Holly, turn that down. I'm like, no, I can't. It's so funny. But love them. And then staying relevant, Pete Wicks and Sam Thompson.
I haven't done it. No,
they're funny.
Sam Thompson, I have only realised this. He's split up with.
Yes. Do you know who she's with now?
Who?
A One Direction.
Oh my God, mind blown. I was like, why have you not told me this?
Because I was kind of pissed off with her. I like
She broke up with him?
Yeah.
Ah.
I know.
He got ADHD or something?
Everything probably, God love him. He's a wee bit not wise, but in a good way.
But like not in a bad way. But
yeah. It did come out though he does have something that he got diagnosed with recently.
Yeah. I was wondering, was that all part of
but there's something so lovely. So him and Pete have this hilarious relationship where they definitely like play on it, but Pete like rips the dick out of him all the time, but they are thriving and absolutely surviving with their podcast. And then they've just got a book out. They are doing some presenting together. Like they got to do a lot of the
split up with him. Yeah. And who's she going out with?
Calvin, I can't remember his name. Louis.
Oh yeah.
Wow.
Yep.
Mind blown.
Not Harry Styles, so I don't care. But
I keep forgetting to ask you about her. I keep forgetting to ask.
Zara. Yeah.
She's lovely. She did the documentary.
Yes, and she was very involved in a lot of their and a lot of their reels.
Yeah, they were always doing content together. I used to laugh. They were always like funny reels and stuff.
Yeah. And then
the Louvre.
Oh my God, the Louvre. The Joanne and Vogue are touching on that too. It's so funny. But here, that is actually not why scandalous. But they done it in daylight and they done in night in 7 minutes.
We were talking about it, I don't know very much about it, but Gerard said to me, he was like, Laura, but probably you think that their systems are higher tech than they actually are. But I was expecting it to be, I watched too many movies, I said this, but you know, like the heist and all, you know, with the laser, like James Bond vibes.
Although, like, not going to say any names, but there's a previous place I worked in, and I told you before, the theft in it was phenomenal, and it was just people being ballsy. It was wild, yeah. Like, it was just people being ballsy and being like, it's going to take it. But some of them were.
Do you know menopausal women?
Yes, but somebody told me one time somebody got off with robberies and all because they were going through the menopause, and I'm like,
I don't think you can get off it. Like,
I swore my life I heard that somewhere.
No, that's a thing. That is a thing. It happens during menopause. This urge to steal.
It does happen with people though. Like there's some people who just, I think, get fixated on it. Now, honestly, hand on my heart, there was one time I was trying on Topshop and Buttercream used to be there, and I was on my break and I was trying on jewellery, but then I got distracted talking and then I had to go back.
The bangle on or something,
and the ring was on my finger, and I got back into the shop and was like I went straight back crying, being like, I am so genuinely sorry for that. But then there's other people that would be like, just take it.
Mum and I did that. I don't know where it is. I need to go back to Mum, but I had, you know when you just drape something over your arm? And I just walked out with a draped over my arm. Obviously ran back like crazy, but
again, I know I'm obsessed with Molly May, but that happened in one of her vlogs recently, or probably a while ago.
They walked out with something.
Yeah, it was her and her friend Taylor, and they were coming walking, and then Taylor was like, "Oh my goodness, look!" And she had walked out of a shop, but she ran back. It's so easily done, but you can be genuine about it, like.
Yeah, no, I know.
It just blows my mind.
Oh no! So I honestly hate theft. I can't abide it. I'm like, there's no excuse for
none.
No, just none. Like, but they've got them.
Well, I seen this morning because I actually wanted to check it before we come on and chatted about it because I'm so into it. But it does say that 2 people have been arrested, but I don't know if it's proven that it's them or not.
I feel like give them a job. They're smart. I'd be like, you got balls.
No way. And then more podcast ones, but Russell is on to it too. So Call and Get Us, Bomb Squad.
Oh God,
Rash
we
and
would
funny.
love that. We watched Give My Hip Piece on Sunday night, Jared and I.
Oh my God, I haven't seen that in years.
Oh,
It's
so
hilarious.
hilarious. Blue lights finished, and then it must have been flicking on BBC
Yeah.
iPlayer. And I swear, like, I was flicking on my phone while I was watching it in
You
the
just wet
background.
yourself.
You just be wetting your pants.
Do you know what you need to do? There's a couple of Shane Todd has a couple of ones, but there's Lazy Boys.
Shane Todd,
Am I right in
swear he
saying that
makes
name?
me pee my pants.
No, you need to watch this. Even Ashley was showing us a clip this morning.
Lazy Boy.
Lazy Boys. Oh
Where's
my
it? Who's
God.
it?
It's
Northern
Shane
Irish?
and Shane, he has two others usually. Is it always the same two that do it with him? Three of them are just sitting on a sofa.
Shane
like
and
it's a different
Paddy
setup.
Raff, honestly, they are the best like they're the combination to make you actually pee your pants.
I mean, it just makes me laugh. But even Russell, I got him onto them, and now, well, he's actually ahead of me. I'm still trying to catch up, but we just have it on the house and we just let it play. But sometimes you're like, somebody comes to this door and I hear what they're talking about in that podcast. Like, but it is so funny. So I love a podcast to switch off to sometimes, and
Yeah.
that's all my kind of ones that I do it with. It's really, really good. But this week I thought it would be funny, right? Because we've had some dilemmas, although some of them are quite samey. So I think we'll give the dilemmas till next week.
Okay. Keep them coming though.
Definitely keep them coming and keep all the comments coming through. They're hilarious. But I was wetting myself this morning, and I realised this is going to make me sound like a really bad person, okay?
Right, okay.
I was in...
Don't worry, you've just out of made the bad person. It was a psychopath at the
Well,
Westbury.
Everyone has a wee bit of psycho in us, don't worry. So, in the shop this morning, called in before work, getting my water and all, and there was a man in front of me. And I looked, and I was like, I don't know, double take. He was standing at 8:15 in the morning with a pair of swimming shorts on, Crocs with no socks, his dirty scabby heels were hanging out, and he had a hoodie on that said, if she's not blue, she'll not do. I was like, no, I can't. So then it got me on to men.
Swimming shorts.
Swimming shorts. He's obviously rolled out of bed and put on the first thing he could find.
Oh.
You know when you nip down to get your milk or something?
No.
Guys,
Like,
I
that's
just
mental.
can't. I know. Like, you always make sure you're at least coordinated or something. I was like, no, I can't. If she's not blue, she'll not do. Them hoodies give me the ick anyway. I have so many icks. I am an
There
ick
was
for
this
people.
thing on Instagram last night that made me think of you, and it was this woman in New York, and I should have sent it to you, but I was like, this is you when you're 90. And she's in her 90s, and she is just like, she's got the fur on, she's got the sunglasses, the red lipstick, the hair in a, like a, not
There's
like,
a name for it.
yeah, you know what I mean? A big, like, velvet,
Clip thing.
no. One of them things you
Scrunchy.
wear. Scrunchy. Right. She's gorgeous, right? Next, Hermes next car, the fur coat. And the interviewer's like, oh my God, you always look so good. And she's like, of course I look good. I'm leaving the house. Like, what is it about people that say, I can't believe I ran into you. Wasn't expecting to see anyone today. Where did you think you were going? You were going to see people. And
Agreed.
honey, you need makeup. I was like, that'll be me when I'm 90 meeting you at Tesco and be like, you were like, for fuck's sake, Laura. Could you not? Did you really leave the house like that?
Honestly, sure, even whenever we were preparing for the Westbury last week, Laura came in and I said to her, I was like, I took one look. And I was like, Laura.
Not well. She goes,
No, I was like,
bang.
are you getting your hair done today? Because I thought you would have come in with her hair done. But the hair was like half up, half down, half
That's
to the
when you
side.
know.
And I was like, oh my God, is she not putting her rollers or something? And I was freaking out. She was getting it done. But yeah, that's true. But I do have loads of icks. I am an ick myself. So I fully hold my hands up. And I know I ick people out. But that this morning, I was like,
That's just wrong.
It's the Crocs and the no socks and all. I was like, ugh.
Did you live with nobody that...
That's what I was thinking. Although Russell would, if I said to Russell, you all know this by now anyway, but if I'm like, Russell, you can't wear that out, he'll be like, watch me do it. Like, he will just do it, it doesn't matter. But then I had to get my key battery changed for my car on Saturday, so I went down to the car shop in Banbridge, which is such a blue job. Honestly, I hate going in there. But I was standing and there was a man at the counter and I was like, oh God, he had a mullet, right?
Oh,
Which is
no.
fine, mullets are all in. But he had a ball patch in the back of his head that he clearly couldn't see, and he thought the mullet was covering, but it wasn't. So he had this ball patch with a mullet, and I was like, "If I had my phone,
he's
I'd
trying to
take
be
a
cool,
picture of
God
you
help
right
him,
now."
though.
Let me tell you, he was not cool. He was not cool.
I have
in the
another one.
slightest.
Gerard again at the weekend. There was a wee guy, we were driving to Hilltown coming out. He was a waiter in the hotel in Hilltown and he's wearing all black. But his trousers were short and he's wearing white socks. And Gerard was like, why? Like, Laura, why? I go, Gerard, it's probably just a wee thing that them young people like to do. You were young. You had the diesel jackets. Like, you know, you were the one. And he was like, oh, well, geez, I didn't do white socks or trousers. That's just wrong. But is it a thing?
Yeah, there's a lot of people do that now. And sometimes it is cool. You know, if they do their Birkenstocks and their white socks and then the
That's
short
cool.
things.
But like, it's trainers or the shoes, like the shoes with white socks. I'm like,
Do you know what? Sliders number one. Sorry, Calvin, if you do this, but you see sliders on men. I don't think feet of any kind should be seen, but see sliders turn. But see when they do socks and sliders and try and make it cool, I'm like, and there was a guy as well in these Adidas ones. They were white with black stripes, and his socks were grey. They were clearly meant to be white, but they were grey.
Oh, I
and
hate
I was
that.
like, that is disgusting.
Bin, they need the bin.
Get out now. I just can't. It makes me so ill.
no, Gerard has these bad slippers he got on Amazon or something. I don't know, or Shein or something. I do not know, but they're like they're a cross between like I don't know, like a snow boot and a snow boot. Oh, you want to see these?
Oh, please send me a
Oh
picture.
no, honestly, nobody. He just laughs when I put them on. He laughs. He just like they're the comfiest thing. I can go outside to the garage. I can take the
probably
dog
not
out.
wrong.
I was like, Gerard, you could go to the North Pole and them bad boys. They are not right. They're not right.
What the hell?
And you know they have like, you know, like you just know they're from the letters on them are not like they don't even make
Yeah.
sense. They're like, you know, like RFK, you know, just random. And I was like, I can't. I was like, where did you get them?
Poor Gerard went through a phase of buying. Remember he bulk bought stuff and you were possibly
It was
after
only
having
new,
a
like
baby or
TikTok
pregnant
shop or something probably. Do you know what I mean?
I came in one day and I was like,
Chinese
what?
allspice. I came on them the other day. 20 of them in the utility room. I was like,
What?
Chinese allspice? I swear to God. You know, like the Swartz
What
ones.
the hell?
Yeah.
Did you even use that?
No.
He's seen an offer.
The Biscoff. What was the
The
Biscoff?
Biscoff biscuits, but it wasn't Biscoff branded, it was something else. And Laura came in, we were like, where did these come from? And she was like, they're in the cupboard, I brought them in. They're in here. And then a couple of weeks later, Gerard was in one day and I was like, do you want a cup of tea? And he opened it up and he goes, oh, do you like these biscuits? I have these biscuits too. And I'm like,
No, you
they
don't.
are your biscuits. You don't realise they're actually yours.
No, if I always say if there's some sort of like attack on the island of Ireland or some sort of storm, we'll be fine for deodorant. Gerard will be fully stocked in deodorant. In what do you call it? Shaving foam. Fully stocked in shaving foam. Beans, fully stocked. Porridge, oh God, we're going to live. We are going to live for months because we can survive in porridge and water. Because God forbid that the porridge would run out for the boys' breakfast. He can't stop himself. There is something not right in his psyche.
Is so funny.
It's the palm olive soap. Palm olive soap.
Oh, my dad loves palm olive soap.
Takes it on holidays. He's a clean freak anyway. Palm olive soap, brings it on holidays. What do you call the deodorant like for men? Sure. Yep. Deodorant and the orange tin of that's in my
Gillette.
Gillette.
Laura, that is too funny.
All three. All good.
So
For
literally
3 years at least.
Gerard is me and Laura is Russell in the relationship.
Absolutely.
Like, honestly, it could not happen. But everybody has their wee things. But that was my ex that I was like, I need to bring forward because these just turn me. There's loads. But
I
still
think we need to wrap
pajamas
this
going.
up.
Yeah, 100%.
I feel like we've been chatting for way too long. What
Sorry.
time is it? I'm supposed to be at the hairdressers now. 1 second to go. Bye, girls.
Goodbye. Thanks,
Goodbye.
everybody.